He were asked to find the rational zeros of each of the polynomials, then write them in factored form. So first thing we got to do is find all of the rational roots, all the possible rational roots, which we're going to take the factors of our constant and put them over the factors of our leading coefficient. Since our leading coefficient is 1, we don't really need to do that step because all of these numbers over 1 are just going to be themselves. So my possible rational roots are going to be positive or negative 1, 3, 5, and 15, because those are the factors of 15. Now we're going to use synthetic substitution to check if they're actual roots. So what that means is I'm going to start with 1, I like to start with the easiest ones first here, and then I'm going to use synthetic substitution. So starts off bringing down the 1 here. 1 times 1 is 1. Add these together to get -8. 1 times -8, that gives me 15. 1 times 15, and boom, we have our first 0. So if we have our 0 is x plus 1, that means that we can factor out x minus 1 from this long string of numbers. And what's left here, that's what tells us our other polynomial here. So we get x squared minus 8x plus 15. And now what I can do is I can start using a different number from my possible rational roots and use this string of numbers here. But before I do that, without having to continuously plug these numbers in, let's first just look at this quadratic here and see if we can factor that without having to go through and plug in a bunch of random numbers. Because I know with a quadratic, I'm trying to multiply to my last number and add to my b value here. I know that -5 times -3 gives me 15. So here, x minus 1 times x minus 5 times x minus 3, that is actually going to be my factored form because I factored this right here into x minus 5 and x minus 3. So here is my factored form, and my zeros are going to be +1, +5, and +3.